Dalton, France. Mike Kraft Jr. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Steve Crawford. Charles Jones. One minute to the start of the race.
And once again, you're going to need some 13.5 sprint drivers to marshal. Need 2 of you out of the 9.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, waiting on 2 marshals, please. 2 marshals from the last race. All right, Sean's out there. Get one more. All right. Mike 1, Charles 2, Steve 3, Dalton 4. Roll 'em off. Go, go, go. Steve and Dalton close for that number 2 spot, only 0.6 apart. Mike stretching his lead out to 2.5 seconds, so over Steve Crawford. Then Charles going to be about 10 seconds out in that 4 spot, but running hot lap of the race, a 6.8 last time by. $15 down, 35 to go. Mike Kraft Jr. up front. Still got 3.5 seconds now over Steve, stretching it out a bit. Steve was 7 seconds over Dalton, and Dalton 2 seconds over Charles. 25 down, 25 left to go. Mike still up front. 5 seconds now over Steve. Steve 7 seconds over Dalton. Charles with some trouble. Sean looking at the car. Still got Mike up front now with a big lead. 7 seconds over Steve. Steve 20 seconds over Dalton. Dalton 1 minute over Charles. So everyone getting extra spread out in this race. But Mike up there running up front. His fast stop is a 6.86. Steve with a 6.82. Dalton a 7.15, and Charles a 6.75. He had hot lap of the race. Just yeah, I don't know. Maybe something wrong with the car. Oh. Mike that time by his best lap, a 6.83. Had his best 2 laps from the last 2 laps. That makes sense. And going to reset hot lap of the race that time by a 6.74 for Mike.
Mike Kraft Jr. done.
And he is
Dalton
done.
France
Everybody else
done.
will be done as you cross.
Charles Jones done. All drivers are finished.
That's a race. Everybody
Steve
is
Crawford
done. Mike going to take that. Steve in the 2, Dalton 3, and Charles 4. Race 2, street stock, start heading out. This one's got Scott, Robert, Mike, Arlen, Josh, Martin, and Norm.
Norm Donaldson.
We'll get 2 from the last race. Back out to Marshall.
Arlen Simon. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Scott Simon. Martin Holmes. Mike Kraft Jr. Robert Summers.
All right. Let's see here. Need another Marshall, and yeah. Josh is almost ready there.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Josh Goodlow.
All right, there we go. All our racers checked in. Scott going to be on the 1, Robert 2, Mike 3, Arlen 4, Josh 5, Martin 6, and Norm 7. All righty. Go ahead and roll them off. Go, go, go. Off and rolling here. Second race of the night. Couple bouncing around there. But it's going to be Scott up front. Robert holding on to the 2 spot. Arlen 3, Martin 4, Josh 5, Mike 6, and Norm 7. Arlen, Robert, and Mike all having a good battle for second place. Arlen coming from the 4 up to the 2 spot. Those 3 guys heading down the front straightaway now. And they'll be coming up to lap Josh here. Robert looking to the inside of Arlen, coming out of turn 4, going to make the pass. And Mike was able to look around the outside and get that pass for the 3 spot. All right. Scott still up front, though. Got a now 5-second lead over Robert. Robert down the front stretch, crossing by the line. Yeah, Scott not too far away from trying to put a lap on the field here. And we're not even halfway in. Robert and Mike, so that battle still heating up for that number 2 spot. Down the front stretch they go, crossing by the line. Now down to 1/10 is the gap. Mike a little faster than Robert on hot lap. But Robert able to defend him pretty well here as they come down the back straightaway. Arlen still in that 4 spot, 2.6 out. 10 seconds to Josh in the 5 spot, 6.5 to Martin in the 6, and 4.5 to Norm in the 7. Leader coming down the front stretch, white, purple, and gold. Will be coming up on some lap traffic here. Got 4 cars to pass in front of him there. And with 10 laps left to go, we still got Scott up front, 6 seconds over Mike. Mike now 3 seconds over Robert, 2 seconds over Arlen, 15 seconds over Josh, 7 seconds over Martin. Watch turn. No, clear now. And I was back to that. Josh had 9 seconds over Martin. Martin has 11 seconds over Norm. So everything's starting to spread out just a little bit more. Mike and Robert is still going to be your closest 2 out there. And that's second and third place drivers right now. 5 to go. Scott on his last lap here down the back straightaway. And 3 out of 4. Oh, trouble for Mike. Robert going to get by for the 2 spot. Scott is done with the win.
Josh Goodlow done.
Robert on the last
Robert
lap there, going to
Summers
get
done.
around Mike for second
Minecraft
place.
Jr. done. Arlen Simon
Arlen
done.
wasn't too far out,
Norm
but will take the
Donaldson
4th
done.
spot.
All drivers are finished. Martin Holmes done.
All right, Scott going to take it. Robert 2, Mike 3, Arlen 4, Josh 5, Martin 6, and Norm 7. Race 3, SC Mod Light start checking in now. This one's Jim, Steve, and Chuck. Get 2 from the last race, back out to Marshall.
Steve Crawford. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Jim Gilbreth. Chuck Kleinhagen.
All right, just waiting on Marshall's here. Get a couple from the last race.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Here we go. Thank you, guys. All right, it's me, Jim 1, Steve 2, Chuck 3. All right, go
30
ahead
seconds
and roll
to
them
the
off.
start of the race.
Go, go, go. Off and underway with race 3, SC Mod Light. Jim up front with his 6'6" that time by. Hot lap of the race so far. Steve right there in the 2 spot. Reset and hot lap again with his 6.61. Chuck with his best lap that time by 7.1. And Steve now is 6.4. Your top 2 getting caught up together. Jim and Steve 7/10 apart last time by. Down the backstretch they go. Steve now looking for his way around Jim. That battle for the lead closing up here. Chuck getting his best that time by 7.1. Steve now closing up to the rear end of Jim. Looking for that inside down the front stretch. Able to make the pass. Chuck get down to 7.0 for fast lap. Five tenths between your top 2, Steve and Jim. Down the front stretch they go now. Steve stretching his lead to just over 7/10. Jim's still right there in the mix with a 6.5 for him that time by. His personal best lap. Steve still holding on to hot lap of the race though with a 6.4. And a 6.3 Steve had last time by. That time by was a 6.9. $25 down, 25 left to go. Halfway in. Race 4/A main. You guys will be up next. Start getting ready here. 15 laps left to go in this one. Steve still out front. Now that he's got around, he's started to put a 4-second lead over Jim. Steve that time by a 6.36. Hot lap of the race so far. Steve trying to get that lap on Jim here down the front stretch. There he goes. So, yeah, he's going to get the lap on him there. Five laps left to go. 5 to go. Steve in that white and red has this thing just about wrapped up here. Jim in the orange and black. Chuck in the black, red, and blue. White flag. Steve on the last lap here. Down the back. Into 3 out of 4. And there you go. Checkered flag.
Steve Crawford
You're
done.
going to be done when you cross.
Chuck Kleinhagen done. All drivers are finished. Jim Gilbreth done.
All right, so Steve taking that one. Jim into 2. Chuck into 3. Race 4 / start getting checked in here.
Norm Donaldson.
This one's going to have Mike, Victor, Arlen. Mike, Victor, Robert, Arlen, Ian, Dalton, Tom, and Norm. We'll get 2 from the last race back out to Marshall.
Mike Kraft Jr. Arlen Simon. Robert Summers. Victor Berger. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Ian Town. Tom Walker. Dalton, France.
All right. It's me, Mike 1, Victor 2, Robert 3, Arlen 4, Ian 5.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Dalton 6, Tom 7, and Norm 8. All right. Roll them off. Go. Restart. All right. Roll them off. Go. Watch 1 and 2. 1 and 2. High. Clear. All right. So, Mike, your pole setter going to be up front still in that yellow and black. Victor right there in the 2 spot. By the line they go. Got Arlen in the 3, Robert 4, Tom 5, Dalton 6, Ian 7, and Norm 8. Victor with fast lap of the race so far is 6.75. Mike with a 6.79. Arlen in that 3 spot with a 6.96. Everybody else going to have a 7-second lap or longer. Victor now getting around Mike for the lead. I missed that one. But here they come out of turn 4. High out of 4. That's clear. Mike looking for that pass around Victor. Victor had a little bobble there, but was able to hold on to it. $15 down, 35 left to go. 15 down, 35 to go. Oh, watch the back. Clear. That was a hard hit. Cars look to be okay, though. Watch it on the back. High on the back straight. And high coming into 3. Clear. All right, so that one's going to hurt Mike down to the 2s. Well, yeah, he was already in second, but going to lose some time on Victor there. Watch for clear. Got a lot of cars all running right there together. Victor now going to have a nice 8-second lead over Mike. Mike going to have some work to do. Still running second, though. Mike got 6 seconds over. Robert, and Arlen having a good battle for the 3 spot. You got Robert in the red, white, and blue. Now Arlen getting around. I believe Robert was in third. But here they come, Arlen and Robert. 8/10 apart last time by. 9 seconds back to Norm in the 5 spot. 7 seconds to Ian in the 6. Watch 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Go high, go high. Clear. A little high in a 3, a little bit high in a 3. Should be good though. Clear. Arlen still in that 3 spot. Only 3 seconds away from Mike. I think he's closed that gap down some. It was quite a bit larger, so we'll see if Arlen can put in some good laps here and maybe catch up to Mike. Couple cars in between them, though. Victor now a 14-second lead over Mike Kraft. Mike with a 2.5-second lead over Arlen. 3 seconds to Robert. 10 seconds to Norm. 10 seconds to Ian. 10 seconds to Dalton. And a 1.5 to Tom. 10 laps left to go. Low coming in 3. High now. That's clear. Three laps left to go. 3 laps to go. Victor, Mike, Arlen, Robert, Norm, Ian, Dalton, and Tom. Still your running order. Everyone's starting to get a little bit more spread out here. Mike and Arlen still going to be your closest out there, but Victor on his last lap. Coming out of turn 4 down the front stretch.
Victor Berger done.
And he will take it.
Mike Kraft Jr. done. Norm Donaldson
finishing
done.
2 laps up on the field.
Robert Summers done. Ian Town done.
That is a race.
Tom
Everybody
Walker
is done.
Arlen
Everybody
Simon
is done. Victor
All
will take
drivers are
it.
Finished.
Mike
Dalton
2, Arlen
Grant's
3,
done.
Robert 4, Norm 5, Ian 6, Dalton 7, and Tom 8. Race 5, 13-5 sprint. Start heading to the track and getting checked in. This one's got Austin, Jason, Sean, Robert, Josh, David, Victor, Bob, and Michael. I believe we have 2 that are back-to-back, Robert and Victor, so I'll make sure to give you guys a little bit extra time to get out there.
Josh Goodlow.
Who did?
Austin Smith.
Bob, okay.
2 minutes to the start of the race. Michael L. Jason McLaren on. Sean Jack. One minute to the start of the race. David Shore. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Need 2 from the last race. Back out, please.
Start of the race.
2 from the last race. Please get on back out here to Marshall.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Robert Summers.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. All right. All right. Victor crossed the line. Make sure,
Victor Berger.
Transponder's all good. All right. It's me, Austin, on the 1. Jason 2. Sean 3. Robert 4. Josh 5. David 6. Victor 7. And I heard no Bob, so it'll be Michael in the 8. Roll them off. Go, go, go. Watch it in 3. Clear. Oh, trouble for David Iswing. Whopper jawed on the car there. Austin up front. Started up front. Jason in that 2 spot. Sean in the 3. Top 3 staying the same. Josh up to the 4 spot. Michael 5 and Victor. Or sorry, wait. Josh was in the 4. Robert 5. Michael 6 and Victor 7. Austin last time by 5.85, hot lap of the race so far. With a 2-second gap over Jason. Jason 1 second over Sean. Sean, Josh, and Robert all close for 3rd place. Sean now putting a little more time on Josh. Josh with his best lap of the race, a 6.0. Top 3, though, all running laps under 6 seconds. Austin with a 5.85, Jason with a 5.95, and Sean with a 5.95 also. Identical hot laps for Jason and Sean. And Jason ran another one of that exact same lap. Josh and Robert battle for the 4th spot. Going to be the closest 2 cars out there. Now Michael and Victor actually going to be the closest battle for 6th place. $25 down, 25 left to go. Halfway in. Austin still up front. Now has a 5.5 second lead over Jason. Jason 2 seconds over Sean. Oh no, Jason tumbling over Michael. That's going to put Sean right behind him there, coming down the front stretch. Battle for 2nd place. Now Sean round the outside. Going to get a pass for the number 2 spot. Sean going wide, coming out of 2 there. Jason taking back 2nd place. $15 laps left to go. Austin still up front now, has a 9 second lead over Jason. Austin coming down the back stretch. Whew. Coming up fast on Sean there. Getting by those lap cars. Now got a bit of clean track ahead of him. 10 laps left to go. 10 laps to go. All right. Still Austin up front. 8 seconds over Jason. 5 seconds to Josh. 9.5 to Sean. And 14 back to Michael. And 7 seconds over Robert. Got 5 laps left to go. Austin still leading us out down the front stretch in the orange, blue, and white. Been leading this whole thing out. Everybody is spread out. Closest battle is 5 seconds apart, Jason and Josh. Austin going to have one more to go here down the backstretch. He goes into turn 3 out of 4, and checkered flag.
Austin
You'll be
Smith
done as you cross. Next time
Josh
by, you'll be
Goodlow
done
done.
as you cross.
Sean Jack done. Robert Summers done. Jason
All right.
McLaren done.
Everybody is done.
All drivers are finished.
Austin going to take that. Jason
Michael
in the
L.
2.
done.
Josh 3,
David
Sean
Shore
4,
done.
Michael 5, Robert 6, Victor 7, and David 8. That's all for racing tonight. If you got a tab or entry